Welcome to the city of Santa Rosa, the 30th Southeast Asian Games 2019. And for our fifth match between Singapore versus Brunei Darussalam. Calling on the 7 players on court of Team Singapore. Let's begin with the goal shooter and the captain, Charmaine Sok. Goal attack, Tokai Wei. Wing attack, Carmen Go. Center, Vanessa Lee. Wing defense, Akila Andin. Goal defense, Melody Dale. And goalkeeper, Sindhu Nair. And coming from the bench, Lee Pei Shan. Tan Xin Yi. Bok Su Yi. Angelina Lee and Jamie Lee. Officials, head coach, Natalie Milicic. Assistant coaches, Yung Mi Hong and Wang Jin Lee. The manager, Cassandra An, and the physiotherapist, Megan Lee. And now for the second team, Team Brunei Darussalam. Let's begin with goal shooter, Nur Hafiza Haji Abdul Siddiq. Goal attack, Suraida Haji Abdul Hamid. Wing attack and the captain, Her Royal Highness Princess Fatsila Lubago. The center, Abdul Rahman Dayano Alicia Tumina. Wing defense, Shafika Nikmatullah Amran. Goal defense, Shuhaida Mariana Haji Sufri. And the goalkeeper, Nurul Ajira Abdul. And coming from the bench, Siti Mahayati Ahmad. Nurhiti Elza Azrina Sofia. Siti Nurul Naziha Awam Haji Hassan. Nurabika Sama. And Siti Nursaida Muhammad Adi Najmi. Head coach, James Bird. Manager, Muhammad Sabaraya Haji Kamil. Assistant manager, Mazlur Faisal Haji Muhammad Zaini. And the physiotherapist, Yvette Rodriguez. And the umpires for this match, Tara Warner, Anne Hay, and the reserve umpire, 1-10. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready? Let's play netball. Good luck to your teams.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to day 3 of the netball competition. We are live from the city of Santa Rosa, Laguna, here at the 30th Southeast Asian Games. This match is between Singapore and Brunei. Both teams just their second game in the competition. Singapore had a rest day yesterday. Brunei played their first match yesterday against Thailand. The score was 63-28. Here are the Bruneians with their center pass. Contact call there against Sindhu. No Hafiza, she will take the shot for the Brunei team. She is the lead shooter. And here's Zuraida. Ball just rolls around the rim. A beautiful rebound there by Noor Hafiza. Second shot for her, fist pump in the air. She is pumped and excited and raring to go. Beautiful shot there by Noor Hafiza. Here comes Team Singapore very quick down to their shooting end. Here's Kai Wei to put in the first shot. Bunch of nerves. And it is the Brunei goalkeeper Nurul Ajira that collects the rebound. And here comes Brunei. Can they make it 2 goals? in the opening 2 minutes of the game. Beautiful passage play by Brunei. They're doing much better compared to yesterday. Against their game against Thailand yesterday, Brunei were a bunch of nerves, lots of unforced errors on their end. Speaking of unforced errors, just one there by Dayanku Kalisha, the center, just putting her foot in the goal circle as a center or wing attack not allowed in the goal circle. Hence the turnover. Another unforced error, that time by the Singapore team. Footwork call. And here the Bruneians are with the possession. Nur Hafiza again choosing this time not to shoot. It is quite difficult to see when you have Melody Teo, who is taller than her, standing in front of her with arms upright. But here is Nur Hafiza. She makes it 2 goals for Brunei. Good start for Brunei. They will be very encouraged by this start. Struggling a little bit this time, but they managed to find a free player. Here's Nur Hafiza again. Sindunaya this time just tries to block Zuraida shot rather, but Zuraida is brimming with confidence. Sings that one in 3-0. Great start for Brunei. Not an ideal one for Team Singapore, the current reigning silver medalists from the 2017 SEA Games. Beautiful shot there by Charmaine. So you can see the defensive line of Akila, Melody and Vanessa there. The Singapore team just forming a beautiful wall to prevent the goal tag and wing tag of Brunei to come forward for the center pass, forcing the Bruneians to go back for the center pass. Eventually they find their way into the circle. There's much better rotation between Nur Hafiza and Zuraida. Here's Zuraida. Will she make it? Goal number 4. Sindhu collects the rebound, and here Team Singapore goes. There's a good crowd here at the Santa Rosa Sports Complex. The Bruneians are being very patient. Nur Hafiza just shuffles her feet a little bit closer to the goalpost. Obstruction call there against Melody Teo. Nur Hafiza takes the penalty shot, makes it 4-1 for Brunei. Singapore really struggling in this opening 4 minutes. Kamgo takes the throw in, finds Charmaine. So mid-range shot for her, no problem for Charmaine. She is a long shot specialist. She is not afraid to take those long shots. Contact there against Sindhu. Penalty shot by Nur Hafiza is definitely a range that she's not comfortable with. Chose to offload it to Zuraida. Puts in the shot. Melody there just indicating some Melody just perhaps not too keen on the call that umpire made earlier. 2v1 situation in goal circle. Eventually Vanessa finds Kai Wei. Kai Wei with second attempt. Ball bounces off the rim. Here comes Brunei. Long pass there from Shuhaida. Just a little bit too far of a pass. Tried to get the ball as close to the goalpost as quick as possible. Here's Singapore, much slower pace of game. A little bit stuck. Melody Teo this time chooses to drop the long bomb. Contact against Kai Wei, and here go the Bruneian team again. Footwork call there against Dayanku Kalisha. Again, a misplacement of pass, this time from Carmen. This is not a good start for Team Singapore. Lots of unforced errors, very uncharacteristic of them. It is still early days here. We're only in the first quarter. That's a good attempt and intercept. Akila Ande just running through down the court. She saw the pass coming. Make a run for it. Just didn't quite have the closing speed to get a clean intercept. Beautiful wall set up there by Vanessa Akila. Eventually, the defensive structures pays off for Team Singapore. Again, a fumble, this time from Vanessa Lee. A tip there from Melody Teo, just not quite enough to gain possession. Brunei struggling right now to penetrate through the defensive structures of Singapore. They're considerably slower now. Here is Her Royal Highness Princess Fadzila with the throw-in. Umpire Anne Hay just giving a few words to Kaiwei in terms of the penalty setup there. Throw-in for Singapore. It was a very good defensive effort there from Sindhu, just really tracked Nohafiza down when she was going for the pass, forced her to fall out of court. Good defensive effort. Now can Team Singapore finish this counter-attack? Charmaine So found herself in the circle, not in a position to shoot. She wasn't wholly in the circle, had no option to go other than all the way back to the transverse line. These is very uncharacteristic of Team Singapore. They're really struggling here. Kaiwei, her third attempt. This time, she sinks it in. Doesn't look too confident there, Kaiwei. For now, but I'm sure that shot will do her some good. Let's just take a look at the defensive structure over here in the attacking goal third of Brunei. Very beautifully done by Team Singapore. They've put up a box here and they're really piling on the pressure against Brunei. Nur Hafiza just taking a free pass. Both defenders just following Hafiza up to the top of the circle, leaving Zuraida completely free under the post. Easy pass to her. She finishes the shot. The score is now 6-3. Here's a replay again. Both defenders just following Nur Hafiza up, leaving Zuraida completely free, and it's the easy finish. Great work by Brunei. Here's Charmaine So, long range shot for her. Bounces off the rim, good rebound by Kaiwei. Just caught the contact of Shuhaida. It's rewarded with a penalty shot. She's doing good. She's gaining momentum. Her earlier misses have rocked her confidence a little bit, but she seems to be creeping back in the game. This is really good from Brunei. An obstruction there against Vanessa Lee. Just got her hand out on Dayanku Kalisha. Nur Hafiza tried to bring herself a little bit closer, but brought herself a bit closer to the hands of Melody Teo and Sinai. Both defenders so tall. Beautiful run there by Kaiwei. Can she finish the shot? Not this time again. A bunch of no's from her. Did well, did enough and did well to go for the rebound, and is awarded with the penalty shot. Penalty pass, rather. Free pass, apologies. Must have been some sort of short pass there, I'm guessing, that umpire called. Umpire just holding time there. Ball flew out of court a little bit too far. Umpire just granting some time for the player to retrieve the ball. Charmaine So! Her shot falls short. And here goes Brunei. Less than 5 minutes remaining to this game. Carmen Go just trying to get around the body, just didn't do enough, and caught the body, and is now penalized for contact. Good roll there by Nohafiza, but just not quite free just yet. Unforced error there by Dayangu Kalisha, just repossessing the ball. Melody Teo, long ball to Charmaine So. Contact call against Shafika. Charmaine So again. Good shot by her. Between Charmaine and Kai Wei from their first game against Philippines, both of them had a shooting percentage of at least 80%. Kai Wei was shooting at 81% and Charmaine was shooting at 85%. So both shooters are very capable in delivering the shots when you need them. Unforced error by Brunei, the concentration and focus just slowly slipping away. Umpire here, Tarawana, just setting up the penalty, the throw in. Vanessa Lee drops a shot ball to Charmaine. Very pleased with her shot there. Charmaine just gives a smile and a clap that will do Team Singapore some good. With that goal, it puts Singapore in the lead. The score is now 7-6. Bounce pass by Carmen just slips past Kai Wei's hands. Brunei with the throw in and a counter attack. Look at the pressure that's being built by the Singapore team. Full court defense. Everybody's doing everything they can. A bit of a scramble there between the players in the circle. Hafiza tries to offload it to Zuraida. Sindhu Naya just came in to swat the ball out of play. Penalty there, granted to Nur Hafiza against Melody Teo. Good shot for Nur Hafiza. Just a thumbs up there by the captain, Her Royal Highness Princess Fadzila. The Brunei team is doing very well. We are now at 7-all. Got her hand to it, Akila. Lots of communication from Team Singapore. The box defense working out for them. Melody Teo just being pulled up for the contact again. Nur Hafiza with the miss. Goes for the rebound. Catches the ball while falling off court and just had the conscience of mind to put it up. And what a goal that was. She makes it 8 goals for Brunei. Charmaine, long range shot, bounces off. Kai Wei tries to go for the rebound. Fortunately, she deflects it out of court. And here's the throw in for Brunei. The clock is counting down now. 45 seconds. Singapore with the throw in. Vanessa Lee takes the throw in. Plenty of time. Charmaine So there just tries to set up for the screen. Defenders were quick to pick it up. And here she is with a penalty shot. Finishes it well, Charmaine So. Here you see Carmen and Kai Wei just trying to block the pass to Nur Hafiza. She finishes it. She hands it in a fist. She pumps it. She knows that she and her team are doing good. Here's the replay. Shafika just beautifully read. Goes past Sindhu with that shot. What a great finish for Brunei. They are in the lead going into the second quarter. The score is 9-8 to Brunei. What an exciting game this is. Very shortly, we will come back with the second quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second quarter of this match between Singapore and Brunei. We're live from the Santa Rosa Sports Complex here at the 30th Southeast Asian Games. Here's Charmaine So with the first shot of the second quarter. Beautifully done. Some changes for the Singaporean side. Charmaine So, previously at goal shooter, moves up to the goal attack position. Lee Pei Shan is on at goal shooter. Vanessa Lee moves from center to wing defense. Kwok Shu Yi comes from the bench to fill in the center position. And Noor Akila moves to the bench. No changes otherwise. Brunei has been doing really well in this match so far. Went into the first quarter break time with the lead at one point in time, in about 2 minutes into the game. In the first quarter, Brunei were in the lead, 3 goals to none. Carmen Go there just trying to keep the ball in play, just couldn't quite keep her balance. Here's Lee Pei Shan from the bench. Pei Shan sits at a 77 shooting percentage from her first match against Philippines. Kwok Shu Yi got a hand to it. Great defensive effort, just not enough to get the full intercept. That's Dianku Kalisha with the throw. Shafika Nikmatullah, the wing defense, just offloading a long bomb. And here is the defensive structure of Team Singapore that was really effective in the first quarter. Really caused Brunei to struggle in bringing the ball into the goal circle. But once the ball is in this lady's hands, Noor Hafiza, she's so confident today. Hafiza, she's doing extremely well, and she knows that. Here's Brunei send pass. Contact call there again, Charmaine So. Every player in Singapore, they're doing everything they can to create a defensive turnover. A little dodge there by Noor Hafiza on the baseline, just got rid of Melody Teo, found herself free. There's a little shimmy, got rid of Melody Teo, and that's the shot. Beautiful stuff by Hafiza. She's really playing with confidence today. Charmaine So just struggling a little bit. Outside the circle, looks left and right to her midfielders. None of them are free. Eventually, Pei Shan opens up for her. And that's the first shot of the game, Pei Shan. There you go, looks left, looks right. Eventually found Pei Shan. Good patience there by Charmaine. Here's a turnaround for Singapore for the counter-attack. You can really hear the Singapore bench screaming at their teammates, giving all sorts of comments and remarks. Pei Shan completely free under the circle. Shuhaira, the goal defense, she just knew that she was so out of position. She didn't go for it. Obstruction there against Nurul Ajira. Charmaine So, will she take this long range shot? No, she doesn't. Offloads it to Pei Shan and sinks it in. Pei Shan, what a start for her. She's doing really well since coming on from the bench. Here's a replay of that shot. Just using her body very well there, Pei Shan, to block off the position that she wants. And here comes Brunei. Contact call there against Melody. Noor Hafiza with a shot. Previously in the game yesterday against Thailand, Noor Hafiza had a shooting percentage of 74%. pretty decent shooting percentage from her. She is the key shooter from Brunei, Noor Hafiza. She shot a total of 20 goals for Brunei yesterday. She shot 20 out of the 28 goals that the team put up. So she is certainly a key shooter for the team. Here comes Singapore with the counter-attack. Beautiful run there by Charmaine. So just saw the circle, just saw the space, dashed into the circle. It was good patience by Kwok Shui there. Good vision and an easy finish. Here comes Brunei. Noor Hafiza just allowing the ball to bounce a little bit closer to the goalpost. She's a smart player, Noor Hafiza. She knows his little tips and tricks to get herself closer to the goalpost into a range that she's comfortable in. Najira with an attempt at intercept. Pei Shan with the shot, just undercooked it. And here comes Brunei with a counter-attack. Yesterday against Thailand, Brunei really struggled with the front cuts. They were oftentimes sitting behind their defenders, asking for the ball. Today, they're doing a fantastic job at running towards the ball, creating the angles. There's a beautiful shuffle there by Zuraida. Just so quick with her feet and the ball. And a beautiful shot there. Brunei are currently in the lead. The score is 15-13. Here's a quick 1-2 between the shooter and the midfielders. They do that so well, Brunei. Lots of Bruneian fans here in the stadium. They are rallying their team, urging them on. Pei Shan just missed the shot there, but here she is with the rebound. And from that close range, she won't miss. Pressure is really piling on for the Singapore end. They need to create a defensive turnover. Charmaine So got her hand to the tip. Unfortunately, got called for the contact. Is now asked to stand out of play, Charmaine. Contact call against Shui. Here's Noor Hafiza. This is about the third time now that the Bruneian shooters have done this between Zuraida and Hafiza. They've done it a couple of times now. That little run along the edge of the circle. Quick release, quick footwork, just to edge themselves close to the goalpost. Beautiful pass there by Charmaine So to Pei Shan. Easy shot for her. That's where you want to place the ball, and that's where Pei Shan will want to receive the ball for the shot. Shuhaida there just hitting the decks. Lands a bit awkwardly. She is limping right now. She doesn't look too comfortable. Looks a little bit ginger on her right foot. Here's Singapore with a turnover. Playing really close to the sideline, Singapore. Kwok Shui just struggling to find an option. Finally, the game opens up through Carmen and Charmaine. Long range shot for Charmaine. She takes it. It sinks in. Well done, Charmaine. Again, the court opening up for Team Singapore through Carmen and Charmaine. Quick feed from Charmaine to Pei Shan. Pei Shan doing incredibly well in this game so far. Things are leveled 17-all. There's this feed. Good take from Pei Shan and an easy finish for her. Beautiful baseline run again by Noah Hafiza. She likes to do that a lot. She knows she's not as tall as her defenders, so she does these little tricks and tips where she dodges and she uses her quick feet really well to get herself free. And it's a miss from Pei Shan. Fortunately, it's a throw in to Team Singapore. The Bruneians really want it. You can see Nurul Ajira there. Nurul Ajira, the goalkeeper, she just really got her hands to the ball. Contested for it till the umpire made a decision as to whose possession it was. And that's what you really want to see your players do. Keep going, keep playing until the whistle is blown. Beautiful vision there and beautiful run by Zuraida. Just found a good space. It's a pity. I thought Zuraida should have put a shot in from there. It's a range that she will be comfortable with. She should have put a shot in, but here Team Singapore is with the counter attack. The connection between Charmaine and Pei Shan is really good. Charmaine knows exactly where Pei Shan wants the ball. So often the feet goes into Pei Shan flawlessly. It's a beautiful delivery to Pei Shan, and Pei Shan receives the ball in a position that she is very comfortable with putting it up. Unlike this one here, Pei Shan definitely will not be comfortable in that range. Not often that you see Pei Shan take the mid to long range shots. Great screen by Pei Shan, and just a quick little offload. Just ensures the goal when it's taken from under the goal post. Singapore now in the lead. The score is 20-18. It's a long range for Noah Hafiza. Takes a huge half a step in, but again, she is full of confidence, and really nothing much is going to stop her today. Here's Singapore. Good run there by Pei Shan. It's not very often that you see her mobile and moving around to get the ball. There's a good positioning there. But I tell you why Pei Shan got the ball there is because Charmaine just did the hard work. She ran around the circle on the circle edge. It creates the opportunity. There we go. That's Charmaine just running around the circle edge, drawing the defenders, opening up Pei Shan, and a beautiful easy pass to Pei Shan. It's a great team effort by Team Singapore. Long pass by Carmen. Shuhaida just got a sniff of it. She saw it coming. Wasn't too quick, wasn't quite quick enough. Singapore now in much better momentum. They are in the lead. 22-19 is the score. 2 minutes on the clock. Now that the tables have turned and Singapore in the lead and they've gotten the momentum, you can see that Singapore are much more settled. They are a lot more calm in their play and their decision making. They're not panicked when holding the ball. I'm sure that is what Singapore wants to be. Carmen Go there just got her hand to it, disrupting the play of Brunei. Contact call there against Shui. Here's Noah Hafiza. She's just placing herself on the baseline again. Let's see what she does. She does that baseline dash. Just not in a position to shoot. She went out of the circle. Held the ball there against Dayanku Kalisha. Just hold the ball on for more than 3 seconds in that situation. Here's Singapore with a counter attack. Umpire just holding time there, speaking to Shafiqa, I assume the wing defense of Brunei, perhaps for persistent contact. Just advancing the ball into the goal circle there for Charmaine to take that shot. Easy easy 2-pass and a pass for Team Singapore. This is much, much better for them. Here's Brunei, 10 seconds on the clock, plenty of time for them to convert their own center pass. Mid-range shot, again, Nur Hafiza. What a player she is, what a game it has been for her so far in these 2 quarters. This quarter ends, here's the final replay of Nur Hafiza's shot, mid-range, so confident, doesn't think twice about it, turns, goes to post, sinks it in. Current score is 25-20, Team Singapore in the lead. Goal difference is just a 5. Let's see what happens in the second half of this match.
That's it. Well done.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of this match. This is Singapore versus Brunei in the netball competition of the 30th Southeast Asian Games. We're live from the city of Santa Rosa, Laguna, Philippines. It's Kwok Shui getting A for Team Singapore. Li Peishan puts in the first shot of the third quarter. She's done really well so far. Peishan, since coming on from the bench in the second quarter. Lots of patience for the Brunei team as they try to break from the defensive structures of Singapore. This is the long pass from Charmaine to Peishan. Peishan with a miss, but she gets her own rebound. Obstruction call in the circle, grants Charmaine so a penalty shot. She takes it and sinks it in, makes it goal number 27 for Singapore. Unforced error there by Singapore. Here's Brunei with the counter attack. Some substitutions for the Brunei team. 3 in fact. Nur Eddie is coming on at goal attack and Siti Nurul Naziha comes on at wing defense from the bench. And Zuraida is moved from the goal attack to the wing attack position. Some changes for Team Singapore as well, only 2 changes. Jamie Lim comes on at goalkeeper and Akila Andin comes on from the bench to goal defense. Shui there just tries to go for the intercept, just caught her knee onto the back of Diane Kukalisha there. Here's Jamie Lim standing out of play next to Nur Hafiza. Vanessa Lee with a long pass to Charmaine. Here's Shui struggling to find an option, eventually builds the confidence to dish it off to Peishan. Here's Brunei. They are getting a little bit stuck here between the center and wing attack of Diane Kukalisha and Zuraida. There was a moment where both of them were stagnant and just standing side by side each other while their defender was just looking for an option. As with all new combinations, it takes a little bit of time for the team to settle and adjust to the new combinations. As you can see, another clash there between the goal attack and wing attack, goal shooter and goal attack. Nur Hafiza and Nur Eddie, just both of them running into the same spot, asking for the ball, creating some confusion for their players. Beautiful offload there by Shui to Pei Shan. Pei Shan is just doing so well. So oftentimes you don't see the work that she does. All you see is the pass going into her, the feeds going into feeding into Pei Shan, but you don't see the work that she does prior to that. She really readjusts, repositions herself to ensure that there's space for the midfielders to pass it to her. So well done, Pei Shan. Here comes Brunei. That's right out there early on. She was at the goal attack position. She did very well with Hafiza in the circle. Hafiza there with her quick feet and shot. Here's Brunei. Again, getting a bit stuck between the midfielders, just between the wing defense and goal defense. Siti Nurul Naziha and Shuhaida. They're just struggling really to get the ball into the attacking goal third. Beautiful play there by Singapore, just very quickly and easily bringing the ball down from one end of the court to the other. Pei Shan from under the post, she's been so good from that position. Long pass to Charmaine. Carmen Go taking a risk there, just thought she saw a teeny tiny space to offload it to Charmaine. Very fortunate that one of the Brunei players got her hands to it and resulted in a throw in for Singapore. Singapore now just pulling away in terms of the goal difference. 8 goals the difference now, 32-24 to Singapore. It's a much better passage of play by Brunei. Consistent finish for Nur Hafiza. Carmen finding no options, chose to go backwards to Vanessa. Charmaine just doing the baseline run. Charmaine just giving a few words of encouragement to her teammate Pei Shan there. Here's Brunei. And here's Noor Eddy. Good finish there. Makes it goal number 26. Easy passage of play for Team Singapore. Pei Shan with a miss. She knows that she needs to correct her technique a little bit. Just flicks her wrist in a reminder. It's a good screen there by Pei Shan, just so aware of Charmaine wanting to run the back space, just using her body to block the space off of Charmaine. Brunei really struggling over here. Diane Kukalisha just tried to dish the ball into the circle. Thought she saw one of her players there, but all she found was players in red. Cross-court ball by Shui. Forced the defenders to turn, resulting in Pei Shan being completely free on the circle. Here's a replay. Just a switch of the court forces the defenders to move. Pei Shan completely free under the circle. Brunei looking a little bit deflated now. It's been 30 minutes of netball. And they really, the intensity for them has really dropped since the first quarter. They came out really strongly. In fact, they were in the lead in the first quarter. First quarter score was 9-8 to the Bruneians. At one point in time, in about the early minutes, 3 minutes, first 3 minutes of the game, Brunei were in the lead 3-0. Since then, Team Singapore has really found their momentum and really ran away with it. Singapore look settled, and they look like they know what they're doing. Brunei on the other hand are really struggling with the dip in intensity, while Team Singapore just keeps going. Here's Pei Shan. You know she won't shoot from there. She didn't even turn to look at the post. Immediately dishes it off to Carmen to find another option. Here, Brunei with a center pass. Offside there by Vanessa Lee. Yeah, just hit a foot. Just stepped into the circle. She's not allowed in the area. No Hafiza taking the free pass. Too much on it this time for No Hafiza. Akila comes up with the rebound. Easy pass to Pei Shan. An easy finish for her. Just seems to have something in her eye there. Just giggling to herself. Again, the screen beautifully set up by Pei Shan for Charmaine. And all she needed to do was turn around. Charmaine just dishes the ball off really quickly. Pei Shan finds herself under the goal post. Easy shot for her. 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Held the ball there. Brunei really struggling to break away from the Singapore defense. The connections for Team Singapore has been so good so far this game. They really struggled in the opening minutes of this game, but have since really settled down, really got the momentum going. And as you can see, they are playing with so much confidence. It's almost a quick release every time. It's a good tip there by Nurul Ajira. That's Nurul Ajira. Quick hands by Noor Hafiza. Chooses not to shoot it. Bounces it off to Dayanku Kalisha. Great shot by Noor Hafiza. Much confusion in the Brunei side. Surely Team Singapore will capitalize on this. Quick hands by Pei Shan. The connection between Pei Shan and Charmaine is so good. Charmaine knows Pei Shan's positioning so well. So many times she doesn't need to think or look too long before she passes it off to Pei Shan. It is quick passing from Charmaine to Pei Shan. Really beautiful to watch. The crowd urging for Brunei to chuck the ball in with 5 seconds remaining. Jamie Lim denies them their opportunity at one last shot. And that is the end of the third quarter. The score is 43-28. Team Singapore really putting their foot down and displaying their dominance and their capabilities. What a quarter and what a game it has been for Singapore in the second and third quarter. We have one last 15 minutes remaining. We'll see you back very shortly. Welcome back to the final quarter of this match between Singapore and Brunei. This is day number 3 of the netball competition here at the 30th Southeast Asian Games 2019. We're live from the city of Santa Rosa, Philippines. And here's Brunei with the first center pass of this quarter. And that's Noor Hafiza. She's been doing incredibly well. Melody Teo is back on at the goal defense position. Several changes for Singapore. Akila Andin moves from goal defense to wing defense. And in terms of the shooting circle for Singapore, Tokai Wei is back on at wing attack. And Tan Sin Yi is on at a goal shooter position. Here's Kai Wei with the ball to Shu Yi. Charmaine So they're just taking quite a knock from Nurul Ajira. Here's Sin Yi with her first shot. Nails it. Sin Yi sits at a shooting percentage of 72% from her game against the Philippines. She did really well coming in as a substitute against Philippines. Good hands there by Kwok Shu Yi. Akila Andin just gathered the scraps there. Very smart play from Shu Yi. She just saw the goalkeeper Nurul Ajira coming out and attacking that pass to her, and she was so quick. Here's the replay. Shui just had a presence of mind. She knew that the defender was coming out for the challenge and just offloads it to Sini, who was completely free on the circle. Very smart. Long pass to Noor Hafiza. Jamie Lim almost got her hand to it, but here's Hafiza again. She's shooting incredibly well, Hafiza. Charmaine So with the throw in. Here's Charmaine's run along the goal circle edge just to get the ball at the mid-range shot to put it in. Here's Brunei with their center pass. Very strong defensive effort from Singapore. Very hard for the Brunei team to penetrate through. And that was Melody Teo just running from outside the circle, challenging for the pass, just providing enough pressure to create an unforced error. Speaking of unforced error, that's one from Charmaine So to Kwok Shui, just a bit too much on it. Here's Brunei with their counter-attack. Shui with their intercept. Right place, right time. Well done, Shui. Here's Charmaine, mid-range shot, easy peasy for her. Here's Charmaine with the center pass. Singapore really are very settled. And you can tell they are playing with so much confidence and so much flair. It's really go, go, go for Singapore. Once somebody receives the ball, it's a quick turn and pass. Not much hesitance in the Singapore camp. Meanwhile, when you're playing against a defense like this that Singapore has put up, you really have to think twice. The defenders are not afraid to go out for the challenge. And they come out from nowhere, the defenders. You really got to be careful and keep a lookout for them. Just as you think they are settled in the goal circle, they come flying out. It's contact there against Nurul Ajira. Oh, fumble there from Noor Hafiza. She just got the ball, just fumbled it. Tried really hard to block, to use her body to block the ball to ensure that one of her teammates could pick it up. The ball there just being changed. Perhaps just caught too much. Just a little bit too much sweat on it, I guess. There are some changes for the Brunei team as well. Siti Mahayati is on at the goal attack position from the bench, and Siti Nur Saiha is on at the goal defense position. There she is on the screen. The netball competition is a week-long competition happening from the 25th of November till the 2nd of December. It is played in a round-robin format from 25th to the 29th, so 5 days of round-robin games, and the top 4 teams will qualify to the semifinals, and from there the top 2 teams will, or the winners of the semifinals rather, will qualify to the finals that will take place on the 2nd of December. Malaysia are the reigning gold medalists for the netball competition. Singapore are silver medalists, and Brunei and Thailand are joint bronze medalists. So it'll be very interesting to see this year who comes out on top. So far, Malaysia stands on the top of the table with 6 points. They have defeated Brunei, Thailand, and Philippines. And Singapore and Thailand are drawn for 3 points each before the start of this game. At the end of day 2, Singapore won their match against Philippines and Thailand won their match against Brunei. Later on at 5 p.m., Philippines will take on Thailand. As you can see here, the Bruneians really struggling to get the ball into the circle. Siti Mahayati with the shot. It's a good one for her. You know, Hafiza just doing the bulk of the work here. Really just running outside the circle, back in, around the circle, creating the space there for Siti Mahayati. Eventually, she finds the space under the goalpost. And here is the shot of the Bruneian fans just waving their flag with pride, cheering their team on. Shui just catching the ball in between her legs there. Interesting display of skill. It's a good attempt at a run there by Noor Hafiza. Just sloppy on the pass. And here's Singapore so quick already at the circle edge. Good patience by Kaiwei. She just held on to the ball a little bit to allow Sini to change direction and just got Sini to be under the goalpost. Here's the replay. Just held the ball. Sini did a backtrack. Positioned himself under the goalpost for an easy shot. Shui, she's been really good offensively, Shui. She's really gotten her hand to several balls, several tips, even a few clean intercepts. She's having a great game, Kwok Shui. And there's Akila just reading the play very well, but just caught a little bit awkwardly in terms of body positioning to the ball. Unfortunate for her. Current score now is 55-35. Singapore really running this game out. You see a shot of the Filipino fans really having a good time here. They're cheering the teams on, they're dancing, they're making lots of noise. It's a great crowd here at the Santa Rosa Sports Complex. Contact called there against Noor Hafiza. So here's Singapore with the counter attack. Kai Wei struggling to find an option, eventually finds Sini. Easy finish for her. Good placement of pass there by Kai Wei to Sini. Sini is significantly taller, about half a head. Contact call against Melody. Hafiza just taking a step in, goes for on rebound, really strong going up against Jamie Lim, who is a whole head taller than Hafiza. So it was a good rebound by Hafiza. Good take there by Sini. Just there's a huge leap to get herself right under the goalpost. That's what happens when you have long legs like hers. You take one step, you're under the post. That was a huge leap that Sydney took. Confusion there with the Brunei team. They just saw Melody coming out. Noor Hafiza just dodging and jumping over the rails. Both teams are showing signs of fatigue as we get into the final 90 seconds of this game. Singapore really persistent with their defense. Really struggling here. That's the wing attack. Zoraida again. Every time someone catches the ball, they are holding the ball for at least 2 seconds before an option presents itself. And here's Siti Mahayati. Finally, the ball is in the circle. Struggles to put it through the net. Noor Hafiza will finish the job. Final 45 seconds. Singapore with a center pass. Charmaine tries to offload it to Sydney, but Brunei defenders had their hand to it. Charmaine just picks up the ball and sinks it in. As you can see here, Brunei really struggling. Confusion again. Two players just standing stagnant there. Confusion between who's the ball supposed to be for. Sini doesn't want to take the shot, chooses to offload it to Charmaine. The crowd is counting down here. Final 5 seconds. Charmaine sinks in possibly the final shot of the day, and that is the game. Singapore win 62-38. That is 2 out of 2 wins for Team Singapore. Congratulations. Tomorrow, Singapore will play against Thailand at 3 p.m. and Brunei will play against Malaysia at 5 p.m. Coming up at 5 p.m., Philippines will take on Thailand. We will see you very shortly. This is the 30th Southeast Asian Games 2019.